In Week 13, Soldier Field in Chicago was a slippery playground. Number 80, Bo Rather, didn't mind as he scooted 50 yards on this wide receiver screen play. In 35, Big Jim Otis gained 145 yards to join John David Crow as the only Cardinals rushers to gain 1,000 yards in a single season. Jackie Smith hauled in this tight end screen pass, then hauled ass 45 yards downfield. In Milwaukee, in Week 11, it was a bit chilly. Chicago's rookie quarterback Bob Avellini threw to rookie running back Walter Payton. Number 21, John Hadel threw to number 26, Eric Torkelson for a big gainer. "5'8" running back Will Harrell threw a touchdown pass to 5'8" wide receiver Steve Odom. Number 70, Browns' Mac Mitchell introduced Archie Manning to the Mud Pit in Week 11. The San Diego Chicken had no fear of bad weather. He was clucking and jiving to the sights and sounds of southern, sunny California. Vikings head coach Bud Grant said, "I was ready for this rain. I was out hunting Saturday 1 hour before sunup, and the ducks were heading south." The security guard emphatically signals that Chuck Foreman is safe. Number 50, Jeff Seaman corralled the slippery pigskin in Week 8 and took his turn at the fullback position. Number 69, Doug Sutherland gave number 11, Ken McQuicken, a love tap that in today's game would make a quarterback pout and draw a quick penalty flag. Iron Man Jim Marshall got an assist of sorts to Carl Eller. Sure, Jim Marshall at age 38 and Carl Eller at age 33 were considered old by 1975 standards, but so was good whiskey. At the end of Week 8, the Vikings were number 1 in the NFC in all major defensive categories, and they had allowed the fewest points in the NFL. Vikings defense in 1975 had 96 years of combined experience, almost 9 years per player. They had 5 players with 11 plus years experience. With a big lead, Bud Grant put in backups Bob Lee and old warhorse Dave Osborne, who was 32 years old and playing the last of his 11 years with the Vikings. He would play in 6 games for the Packers in 1976. Here's a play from earlier in the game. Check out the third base coach's box in the end zone that's made of an asphalt type of material. I guess I didn't think it was a hazard back then. In this game, Jim Marshall broke Dick Butkus's career record for fumble recoveries with 26. This dude was definitely not dancing to Gene Kelly's Singing in the Rain song. Bob Greasy and Nat Moore didn't have any issues with the soaked playing field as they hooked up for a 53-yard touchdown. Joe Willie Namath didn't fare nearly as well. He was picked off 6 times, and the Dolphins handed him his worst defeat ever, 43-0. Things got so bad for the Jets that 41-year-old Earl Morrall ran for his longest run in 9 years. The wet weather game was dominated by the defenses as 43 total pass attempts, resulting in only 12 completions and a whopping 8 interceptions. Biggest pass play for the Bengals was this post pattern from Ken Anderson to Charlie Joyner. It was good for 44 yards. Ken Riley was shaken up on the play prior to this, so Snake Stabler threw at rookie cornerback Marvin Cobb, a rookie out of USC, who is playing his first NFL play. Now that's a way to break into the NFL. He added another interception later. Bailey White Shoes Johnson danced with joy too. Winter came early to Atlanta on December 1st. The week prior, the temperatures were in the 20s. The cold weather caused an NFL record 44,000 no-shows. The Falcons were crushed by the Rams 30-7. Conrad Dobler had the reputation as being the nastiest player in the NFL. But I never knew how much he hated NBC Sports. The only touchdown in the first half of this game, due to the slick conditions and 100% relative humidity, 31-degree temperature, with 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts, was scored by Terry Metcalf. He was excited about it. At 31, Jeff Kinney managed to hold on to this floater from ancient Lenny Dawson. Neither team could approach the goal line until the fourth quarter due to the slippery conditions. It was Kansas City 7, St. Louis 6. Wendell Hayes, playing in his 11th and final NFL season, scored the final touchdown of his solid career. Number 30, rookie Cleo Miller, fumbled away this ball, but he would go on to play 8 more years in the NFL. He was an undrafted free agent out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, and carried 15 times for 95 yards in this game. Mel Gray played tiptoe through the water puddles to snare this Jim Hart pass. Don Coryell's Cardinals lost 17-13, and the Missouri's Governor's Cup was presented to a smiling Hank Stram. It was a blustery day in Buffalo with a 25-degree temperature and a 23-mile-per-hour wind, which helped to make scoring scarce. Bart Jones was sacked 8 times for 70 yards and losses. And Buffalo's only good shot at a tight end fell short when converted tight end Paul Seymour didn't hold on to the cold, rock-hard football. Baltimore's only good shot at a touchdown fell short after 4 plays from the Bills' 8-yard line produced no points. Week 13 weather at the Yale Bowl was worse than the game just presented in Buffalo. In short, the Yale Bowl was a mud bowl. Amazingly, there was only 2 turnovers in this game. The Eagles held the Giants to only 3 first downs in the first half. Number 10, rookie quarterback Mike Borilla took the quarterback reins from Roman Gabriel in the prior week, leading the Eagles to a 36-14 victory over the Packers. Number 85, Charlie Smith's touchdown was called back due to offensive pass interference. Charlie Young caught this pass, fumbled it, and then recovered it. Charlie Young had a huge day considering the conditions, catching 9 passes for 103 yards. This touchdown to Charlie Young was also called back due to offensive pass interference. The third time's the charm. This touchdown pass to Charlie Young stood. Quarterback Craig Morton joined the Giants for play in Week 7, ironically against the team that traded him, the Dallas Cowboys. Walker Gillette hauled in this pass for 52 yards. Joe Dawkins scored on this pass play. Number 44, Doug Coder was the leading Giants ground gainer with only 12 yards. Joe Namath and Jets head coach Charlie Winter discussed game strategy and the swirling winds at Shea Stadium. The sloppy conditions were the primary reason for the scoreless first half in this game. Joe Ferguson hit Mr. Clean, J.D. Hill, on his 31-yard touchdown. Namath retaliated with his own scoring pass of 19 yards to Rich Castor. Number 26, Donnie Walker, returned this punt 52 yards through the slop. Number 51, Jets linebacker Ralph Baker sealed the Jets' victory with this 67-yard interception return for a touchdown.